What's up, and welcome to How to Become a Terrible Person, the only podcast on the internet helping you become the best, worst person possible. I'm joined by the good hair having Ashley Footer.
Stop it.
Ashley Footer on all the social medias, right?
Yeah.
Is that what we're saying?
Pretty
all
much.
Of them?
It's just easier that way.
Just all of them. Just search Ashley Footer. I am at Pomo and Kitch. We have a telephone number here, 910-557-2871. Text us your dilemmas. Text us any issue you're having.
I just realized I don't know our own phone number. I should probably remember it.
I have to check this every time.
I still don't know it by heart.
There's a special way to remember it, but it's also an old telephone number that I used to use for another podcast. So
The thing about being 2018, though, you don't have to remember anyone's phone
that's
number.
right. Just put it in your phone, 910-557-2871. Do it now, and then you won't have to do it again. Ashley, we have one rule on this podcast.
It's my favorite rule. Say it.
If we answer a question,
Yep.
we ring the bell.
It's just music to my ears.
We ring the bell if we answer or half answer.
Sometimes we just do it for funsies.
Yeah, just because
When Grant says something stupid.
That's right.
Which is all the time.
So Ashley, you were missed last week.
I know I missed you
How
so
is
much.
how is the 26th year of your life?
It's been exactly a week, and it's pretty nice. Yeah, I mean,
Do you
I can't
feel
complain.
older?
no.
Do you feel better? Do you feel improved?
No.
No?
No.
Is that
I
next?
feel fatter.
What was your birthday meal? How did I know you said you were in Vegas?
Yeah, and obviously I went to Korean barbecue. I mean, that's a given.
You know, it's funny. I told everyone last week that you were in South Korea. So the fact that
Did
you
they
had
believe you?
Well, I told Rico, and Rico was like, "No way." I was like, "Yeah,
wish,
that's
dude.
a
That's my
long
dream.
long way to go for 3 days."
Yeah, dude. Oh, man.
910-557-2871. Text us your dilemmas, your questions, your issues. Ashley, let's get into it. We
ready?
upgraded Tim this week.
Tim sounds a little
Tim
different.
2.0. And let's get into
Okay.
question 1.
I think my girlfriend is cheating on me. Lately she's been coming home late without telling me where she's been, or her excuse is weird. Should I just ask her?
That's hard.
Do you want a knee-jerk reaction?
Go, shout it out.
Yes,
You think you should
100%.
ask her?
If it's like that whole thing, if you have a gut feeling, granted,
Yeah,
you're stepping out on a limb in saying that, hey, I think you're cheating on me.
That's
But-
my issue, because what if they're not, and then you're going to make one big issue of not being able to trust her, and trust
Right.
is the number one thing in the relationship, and if you don't have trust, that's going to cause some issues.
Well, how about this? What if we told this person, look for other signs too? Does your significant other think you're cheating all the time? Because usually, or is there some suspicion of cheating
Right.
from her side?
And I would say talk to one of your friends about it. Give them what A, B, and C, your evidence of why you think she's cheating. Because to you, it could sound like it, but then to your friend, you could be like, dude, you're crazy. She's not cheating. That just doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I feel like he should for sure explain the evidence to someone else, because in your head, it could be some shady situation. But I feel like if you say it to someone else, your friend would be like, no, you're crazy. That doesn't sound like she's cheating at all.
There is something about trusting your instinct, though. I mean,
I will give you that, because if you have a gut feeling, you have it for a reason.
most of my gut feelings, anytime I've had any
They've been right.
relative suspicion, I've been like pretty much reassured of what I initially was terrified of.
Well,
You know what, though?
I would, and then the other side, you want to have trust.
Right.
So if you do feel something weird, you should be able to talk to them about your feelings.
Exactly.
So it goes both ways.
Now I have a third angle here.
Okay.
Either she's not cheating, she is cheating, or think about what time of year it is.
Oh my gosh, she could
it's
be
Christmas
going buying
shopping.
Christmas
She
gifts.
maybe she's doing some shopping
Wrapping the gifts at her mom's house so
Yeah.
she doesn't see his surprise.
or having sex with her other boyfriend. Either way.
It's his thing in a box.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's
Oh.
his thing.
Can we say that on here? I'm not going to say it.
We actually have an explicit tag on here, so we
So
can
I can't say the D word?
the D word. You're excited to
I
say
don't
the
think
D
I'm
word.
going to say it. It feels uncomfortable.
Why not?
I don't know. What if my mom's listening?
Your mom's not listening. There's no way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tammy?
Here's what I'll do. I'll slide my head. I'll count you down. I'll slide my headphones off.
No. No, I can't.
3,
Oh, my God.
2,
Okay, hold on.
1.
Dick in a box.
I love your.
I feel
Ashley,
so uncomfortable.
Ashley just said, before the podcast started, Ashley and I have conversations, and you have a very colorful vocabulary.
I do. I
So
know.
it surprises
I was actually
me.
just telling someone the other day I need to cool it on the F-bomb.
I love it.
But as soon as there's a mic in front of me, I get really peachy. Like it's just something that happens.
You get peachy?
That too.
Peachy.
PG.
PG.
Rated PG.
Parental
guidance.
suggested. Okay, so either your lady's stepping out.
We literally have not given. I talk to a friend about it. Give them the reasons why you feel like she's cheating, and then after talking to someone out loud about it, decide if you want to be honest with her and tell her that you're feeling a little iffy.
Look for signs too.
Look for signs.
You can be a detective on your own without telling anybody.
That is true.
That's how I found out a girl was cheating on me. I went to go feed a cat at the girl's apartment, and the cat was under the bed, and there was another pair of guys' shoes under the bed.
Oh my god! So
And-
the cat gave you your answer.
Yeah. And then once I saw the shoes, I saw all these other signs, and I was like, I'm such an idiot. Why didn't I realize that? So if you
He has a gut feeling for a reason.
right.
I look into it, and then you deserve it to yourself to be honest with her.
But have a conversation that's, very clear with your girlfriend. I feel uncomfortable when you don't tell me things.
Yeah, and it could just
right.
be she's at the gym and doesn't want to. I don't know. But
She
she
does-
should be honest with it, and it's not like she needs his permission. Like he's not her dad. Like I don't
Right.
need, babe. Can I go out to the gym tonight?
You can.
It's not like that.
Actually, you can.
She
You
should
can
just
go to the gym if
Be
you'd like.
courteous. Hell no, I don't step foot in gyms.
You don't?
Mm-mm. I'm
Why
so
not?
lazy.
Why not? Why?
I'd rather sit at home and watch YouTube.
What are you watching on
Cutting into
YouTube these days, Ashley?
Grant, you already know.
Just Korean boy
Yes.
bands? That's amazing. Ashley has a real problem.
I do. Like my Christmas tree is decorated with Korean men ornaments.
Now, what is your at home? Okay, in your office, you have
Mm-hmm.
pictures of these
Everywhere.
beautiful.
Aren't
How
they?
would you describe BTS? I mean,
We should do like a separate podcast on them.
We
'cause
should.
I have so many thoughts.
but in terms of how their look, what is that? How would you describe that? Because I don't have that look, Ashley. I did when I was 12 years old. But is it?
They just look like nice men. Like I don't know how else to describe, but they can go from like, damn daddy to oh my god, you're so nice in like 3 seconds.
Really?
Yeah, it's just like I don't know how they do it.
Okay, so to our person asking the question,
We really got off topic.
do
there.
yourself a favor, get a BTS CD first.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
make you have some deep thoughts.
yeah. Listen,
Well, obviously you have to like
What-
translate the lyrics on YouTube first, but once you do that,
what is like your favorite BTS recording or album? The new
that's
one?
really hard.
Do you have a new one? New something?
Yeah, but it's like, could you pick your favorite album of all time from your
Probably.
favorite? You could.
Yeah.
I don't think I could.
Hmm.
He needs to stream Epiphany.
Epiphany.
Yes.
Okay. And Epiphany, and translate the lyrics from Korean to English.
I'm the one I should love in this world.
Okay.
So just love yourself. Be honest with yourself. Bring it up to her. Bring it up to her.
Have the conversation. Say, hey, there are things you do that make me uncomfortable.
Yes.
Don't be a jerk about. Don't be a
Agree.
dick.
There's a way to bring it up. Oh
Right.
my God, you said
I
it so
know.
nonchalantly. I almost didn't even realize it.
Just
You
be.
didn't even whisper.
I know. It's because we got the big red E on the podcast now. After last week.
Is this thing on?
Is this a hello?
Dick.
Dick.
Okay.
Say it one more time.
No. Can I switch it up?
3, 2, go.
Dick.
All right, we answered question 1. All right.
Did we?
I think we did.
Okay. all right.
That's a tough one because this relationship stuff is complicated.
Right. And I'm just so scared he's going to bring it up to her and she's going to flip saying, oh, you don't trust me? You think I'm cheating? Do I need to be cheating on
But
you?
you also shouldn't have to worry about
I agree.
saying,
I've been with my man for 11 years and I've never once had any suspicion
Yeah.
that anything was, and that's how it should be.
And
So,
you should.
You know what? He needs to talk about her because he's feeling that way for a reason.
would it be okay at some point if Cody came in and we did like a couple?
Oh my
me,
God.
Me versus you two, just in a.
That would be fun.
Yeah. I know
He's
we.
never been on a mic before, ever. He'd probably be so awkward.
He'd be the best.
He'd be so awkward.
We need to set that up. We need to get.
Okay.
We'll get Cody on how to become a terrible person.
Colby.
Yeah, we'll have to. That'll be his alias for how to become a terrible person.
Except we just told everyone. Cut that part out.
Cut out. Okay, note to Grant later.
Post edit.
Post edit.
Cut.
Colby to. Wait, Cody to Colby. Okay, there we go. All right.
Question 2.
Question 2.
Tim.
I was raised in a non-denominational church and my wife never went to church. We had our first child and now the grandparents want a baptism but the parents don't. What do we say?
Oh. Religion stuff is hard.
See, I don't think it's that difficult.
Okay, you go first.
I mean, okay. You have.
First off, let's start out by saying, are you religious?
No.
Me
I
neither.
am.
Me neither.
I am. This might shock you. I am deeply thoughtful in terms of spirituality.
Yes.
I spend
Especially when you just eat an edible.
absolute, but I spend most. Seriously, I can honestly say I've spent most of my last 2 weeks thinking about like this sort of thing, and I'm thinking about faith and religion.
Wow.
And I watched The Good Place.
Is it just the holidays that are doing this to you? Or
I
what?
don't know. I put up my Christmas tree and I cried the other
The
day.
Good Place.
Yeah.
I saw like 2 episodes and I really liked it, but for some reason I
It's
stopped
wonderful.
watching.
It's
And
A
I
plus.
love Kristen Bell.
Oh, she's
She's
the best.
amazing.
And we have a mutual
Isn't
friend.
there an Asian in there?
Yeah.
I need to
His
watch
name
it.
is Jason Mendoza and he's from Jacksonville, Florida. I just gave away something gigantic, but
Oh no.
by the time you watch The Good Place, you'll
Okay.
I've been wrestling with this because in The Good Place, we'll use The Good Place as an example.
Are they our sponsor this week?
No,
Oh.
they didn't say it. They weren't.
Oh. Okay.
They weren't receptive.
Damn.
They don't like the show.
Well, they can suck it.
Yeah. Dax Shepard kind of has the Kristen Bell podcast market thing.
Damn it.
Yeah,
okay.
you know.
All right.
So I was watching The Good Place, and the way they do everything is by points, right?
Mhm.
And I know this is a TV show. It's a comedy show starring Ted Danson, and it's absurd. But if heaven were actually run this way, most people, including myself, I would be in serious trouble of not getting into heaven if I was into that sort of thing, right?
Okay.
I am like, not that I've done anything that wrong, but the stuff they're talking about, they're like, they take inventory on everything, every little thing you do in your life. And I'm like, man, I've done some stuff. But my side of my brain that is really religious or thinks it likes to be religious, if you believe in God and you do some crazy stuff, right? It's eventually, if you believe in Christian God, he'll say, you're forgiven. Come on up, right?
Is that
I
how
think-
it works?
I don't
think
know.
that's how it works.
I'm no religious expert.
I don't know either.
I went to Catholic schools. I took religion in college. I took one religion course when you and I knew each other too.
Oh.
I think if it's your child,
You can do whatever the hell you
Do
want.
whatever
It's
you
your
want.
kid.
but if you're not willing to baptize your child and that relationship with your parents gets burned to the ground, that's on you.
True.
Because I was baptized
So was I.
and I maybe went to that church.
I only went as a kid because my mom made me. But
Exactly.
like once I moved out,
You did like first communion stuff like that, or did you even?
I honestly
I
don't
di-
even
I didn't get-
remember.
I didn't get
I
to-
know I went to Sunday school for a few years, but like when I was 16, I don't think they made me go. I could choose if I
Yeah.
wanted to. My mom does Bible study every morning by
Really?
herself. Like she's very religious. Yeah.
That's awesome. What's
But
what's your
mean-
mom interested in the Bible? Is it like, is she like Old Testament, New Testament? I know this is weird
I
religious
really have
talk,
no-
but
I know she's Christian.
I took
Yeah.
Hebrew scriptures, like a full year of collegiate
Huh,
Hebrew scriptures.
I had no idea.
And basically the way my teacher taught the Bible, the Old Testament Hebrew scriptures, was as like the Godfather. Because he's
Oh.
like, these stories are insane. If you read them and use them as a guidance post for morals and for
Interesting.
ethics, like A+. Now, I'm not saying if you love the Bible or Bible study, like that's bad news or anything like that. I fully support religious everything. If you believe in something, that's the coolest
Right.
thing.
You do you.
Right. And there's nothing cooler. Like, could you imagine how, like, you and I we're not proper believers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine waking up one day and all of a sudden just being like, oh my God, everything is better because I know this thing. I have faith in this thing. That's an amazing thing. My brain just won't let me do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. nice to have something to believe in.
Yeah. Religion's tough.
Yeah.
Because I'm not.
So let's focus on the point of this question. He said they don't go to church.
Right.
Wife's not religious,
Mm-hmm.
but his parents or her parents are one of the parents.
Either way.
And they want the kid baptized.
I think it's his parents.
And he doesn't.
Yeah, it was
want.
his parents.
Okay.
So
It goes both ways. Like it's his kid. They don't have to baptize him if he doesn't want to. But if that's going to ruin your relationship with your parents, wouldn't you? What's the big deal about getting baptized?
isn't it?
Just do it.
Isn't it also?
And then never go to church.
You could get it done.
Yeah.
Get
that's
those.
what I
Get
was
those.
baptized and then I never went to church.
Get those sweet reward. Because
Take the cute pictures.
yeah, people send cards with
What's the big
cash.
deal?
Yeah, make some money.
I would do it.
Get paid.
baptized and then never. If you don't want to go to church, don't go
Yeah.
to church.
It's kind of like
But at least your parents are happy. And if parents are giving you free childcare and babysitting and buying you stuff for the baby,
it's kind of like
is it really the worst thing in the world?
it's kind of like getting a fast pass for like an amusement park when you already have a ticket. You're just like, I could use this. You know what I mean? But nah.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, like you have it. You have it in your back pocket.
I would say if it's really that big of a pressure point for the parents, the grandparents,
Mhm.
just do it. But if it's not and they don't care that much,
I
do what you want. I don't know.
I also think it's, I mean, obviously it's a joint decision, but the mom had the baby.
Oh my God, you
And
can
then
just
you
put
could-
the decision on her.
But then again, you could put the decision on her and then have the grandparents hate her forever and ever. And then you're stuck. You love this woman, but your grandparents are like,
Right,
or
but
your
then
parents.
you don't have to share Christmases and holidays. You can just go to her parents' house. You don't got to drive across town and go to both grandparents. Huh?
But
No, you don't like that idea?
I don't know. I mean, I'm fine with it. I'm unopposed to, if you really believe that strongly in not being religious or in being religious.
Then-
And some people will be mad at us for saying get baptized and don't go because
I know. I was
it
thinking
is
about that too when I said it.
it's a sacrament, and
get
to
it.
certain people, that believe, I guess it's, I mean, not I guess, I know it's a big deal, sacraments and those sorts. So I don't know. Take it with a grain of salt. Like, understand that people put church very high on their list.
But on the flip side, if the grandparents are going to end relationships with their own family because they
Right.
won't,
That's like some old school.
ridiculous.
That's like that old school.
they shouldn't be thinking like that.
intolerant.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're
Because
right.
they should be thinking, oh, it's what they want. It's their kid. So they should be able to do whatever they want.
So convince
know
your
what?
80-year-old parents to change.
Yes.
Right. That's
Ring
easier.
the bell.
That's easier. Very good.
We suck at this.
No, I don't think so. You know what? The religion's tough.
That was a really tough question.
And these are all sent in 910-557-2871. 910-557-2871. We're not qualified to talk about religion.
Oh, no. Literally don't listen to anything we say.
Just turn this off. Just
Actually, yeah. press
you know what? Unsubscribe.
unplug your phone, disconnect from Bluetooth, and just turn on
And just
something else.
actually just take your phone over to the sink and just dump it in, turn on the faucet. Game over. 910-557-2871. Ashley, let's hear question 3.
Okay.
I cheated once on my partner a year ago. We dealt with it with counseling, but he still uses it to make me feel bad. What do I do? Live with this. We have 2 children.
Ugh. So many layers to that.
There's something to a guilt trip, right? But after a year,
And
after
especially
2
if they went
years,
to counseling,
and you go to counseling, you say you're committed to working through something. Work
you
through it.
holding it against them isn't
Exactly.
helping your relationship move forward. So, okay, so the person that got cheated on,
Mhm.
they decided to stay and stick it out.
Right.
So he needs to be true to his decision.
And
if
not
he's
be-
actually going to stay and stick it out, which he made the decision to do,
Right.
he needs to not hold it against him because that's not helping the relationship at all. That's actually backtracking.
Make the effort to improve yourself.
Right.
If you're saying it doesn't bother you, go
Then
do the
prove
work.
that it doesn't
Yeah.
bother you.
Do the work as a
And it-
couple.
And on the flip side, it totally can bother you. It
Right.
should bother you.
Yeah.
You got cheated on and you have kids. You're allowed to be upset. But if you're
Right.
going to hold those emotions, you probably shouldn't be together.
Yeah. That's the worst part about it is feeling guilty sucks. feeling guilty about something you did that essentially you can't take back, you have no
And
power
I
of.
can relate to that.
That sucks even more. But I don't think there's having gone through relationships where people have cheated, and I've never cheated. Never. That's never.
There's never
yeah.
an okay moment to do that.
Exactly.
It's always a bad.
Yeah.
Like anyone who cheats, I'm like, no.
It's a betrayal of trust on like the biggest level, because essentially you're saying, hey, this part.
I have zero respect for you.
Yes.
Zero.
Are you just saying that to me
Yeah.
in general?
Yes.
Fair. I get it. Good timing too.
Uh,
I don't. If it's one of those things where a few months from now it's still getting brought up in a way that makes you feel bad, you really need to say, let's cut this out. Let's cut.
It's obviously not working.
Or cut. Hey man, this bothers me. Every time we have a little disagreement, you bring this up and rub it in my face. You can't do that.
Right. Then it sounds like the other person's not
What are they up to?
fully. No.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't think that.
Oh, you don't think so?
No.
From all
I
the
just
information we
think
have?
maybe he needs to be honest with himself and think, oh, am I going to be able to stick this out for the rest of our lives
Right.
with this feeling of I was betrayed in the back of my mind? Because I've had friends that have tried to work it out after, and that's the feeling they couldn't.
Yeah.
They just couldn't trust them ever again, no matter how many counseling sessions, everything. And they just have to cut the cord.
Yeah.
And I get it. He's trying to stick it out for the kids. Totally get that. But
And also,
there's a time you don't want your kid's childhood to be filled of horrible memories because you guys stuck
Right.
it out for the wrong reason.
and if there was drinking involved, and every time you have a drink, he brings it up. You know, there's stuff like that where I feel like that's where it really digs, where they would be together, and you know, how many beers is that? Oh, you know what you did last time you had 6 beers?
Right.
That sort of thing. I feel like you can't be passive aggressive if you're trying to have an open, honest, loving, caring relationship,
Totally
right?
agree. So they either need to go back to counseling and try to make it work, or they're gonna have to.
Just kill it.
Yeah.
Put her down. Not
Co-parents, yay!
co-parents, 2 Christmases.
Yay!
Woo! This was a
Oh God! Why would we end on that?
you know what's
You
funny?
should have made that one first.
You know what? I don't put these in order, Ashley. Tim
God
does.
damn it, Tim!
Tim. But
This was a heavy episode.
it was pretty heavy.
2 cheating questions and a religion question.
Yeah, we're
What are you
we're
doing?
boiling over our heads right now.
Can you guys send us some different text
Yeah,
questions?
hey.
Like, how about which fruit is better,
How about
cantaloupe or watermelon?
how do
Like,
I love my cat more?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's-
What do I get my husband for Christmas? Like, why does it gotta be this stuff?
910-557-2871. Shoot us your dilemmas, your problems, your text. Ashley, did we ring the bell that last time?
We did not.
You know, let's ring it.
Are you saying we didn't do well? We don't deserve the bell?
I don't know if we deserve the bell, but I will ring for question 3.
If there's any K-pop stands listening, hit me up. I need more mutuals.
More mutuals.
Grant doesn't know what that means, but you do if you are a K-pop fan.
You know what I do know what means.
Oh my God, our sponsor.
Yeah. I love the sound of that money rolling in from these great sponsors. Our account executives actually really stepped it up this week.
Oh my God, I'm very excited to hear who we got.
A big account. Really, really big for us.
Bigger than.
Wow. I guess.
Okay. Spit it out.
Video.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Let's thank Andrew Tam for that.
Iconic.
Is it Tams? Is it
Andrew.
Tam
I think
or
it's
Tams?
just 2 M's.
Tam.
It's not plural, is it?
I don't know. I call him Andrew Tams because I wish there were 2 of them because he's
I call
so
him no name because we have like a love-hate relationship.
good. Fair.
I make fun of everything he does. He's the drone guy. You know those really stupid videos he puts on Instagram of his drone
What?
floating over Gilbert? It's like the dumbest thing ever.
Wait,
it's hilarious.
he lives in town. He
That's-
lives in the same town I
don't
live
know.
in?
He might just be flying his drone over that town. I don't know if he lives. I don't know his life. I don't want to know his life.
Well, maybe next week Andrew can get us a drone endorsement instead of a video endorsement. Andrew?
yeah.
Okay, so if you need the newest copy of Richie Rich
On VHS.
on VHS DVD combo pack, maybe.
Oh my God.
Have you seen Eyes Wide Shut starring Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman?
Sure haven't. You know, we should play a game one of these times where
Mhm.
you tell me a movie, and I guarantee you 99% of the time I have never
Oh, that's
seen
right.
it.
Ashley doesn't like movies
I
because
do. I like movies, but not good ones.
Not
Like,
good.
Everyone always makes fun of me that I've never seen like iconic
What's your
movies.
favorite movie?
National Treasure?
Really?
Don't make fun of me for this. Don't at me!
Are you serious?
I just love, and Memoirs of a Geisha and Aquamarine, 21 Jump Street. These are all great.
You know what's funny, Ashley? I actually, you can go back through my history, look at my account. When you go to video, you just need a telephone number. You don't even need a card. You just walk in, you say, hey,
I'm with Grant.
I'm with
Grant
Grant.
and Ashley sent me.
You say, here's my telephone number, 910-557-2871. And just put it on our tab, our video tab.
Andrew will pick it up.
Yeah, Andrew's got this. Andrew is,
He's got that money.
he's got that. I mean, ever since he decided to take us on,
Yeah, he's busy.
he is just slammed.
He's so busy.
Just so much paper
So
coming
much
in.
money.
You know that song Big Bank by YG?
Yeah. Big bank, take a little bank.
I feel like that
Big
should
Bank.
that's like our theme song.
Uh-oh. Back again.
Video, Ashley, with over 4 locations nationwide.
I think there's one in Alaska.
5 locations nationwide. Video. Get today's newest blockbuster hits at video.
They have the best selection of Mary-Kate and Ashley movies on VHS, I will say.
What's your favorite Mary-Kate and Ashley?
Ooh, you're asking me all the hard questions today.
First it's about cheating, then it's about
I don't know, man. The one that they go to London is awesome, but the one when they go down under to Australia, that's a good one. But then the one where they go to the Bahamas, and it's too hard.
What happened? Is one of the twins is definitely not alive anymore, right?
I think
Like it's like one of
she
those.
kind of just withered away.
It's like some Illuminati stuff happening. Like there are not 2 girls. There's only one. That's what I think's happening.
Like the conspiracy theory that Avril Lavigne is actually dead, and some girl Melissa took over her body.
Or how about that John Benet Ramsey is actually Lady Gaga?
Yes.
Have you
no,
heard
no,
that?
no. It's Katy
Katy
Perry.
Perry. Katy Perry.
Get your conspiracy theories right, Grant.
I prefer. I don't know. I'd rather.
Who would you rather bang, Katy Perry or Lady Gaga? Right now, give it to me.
Right now?
Katy Perry or Lady Gaga?
Like right now, current day.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Lionel Richie.
That was not an option.
No, Katy Perry.
Okay.
All day.
Have you seen her boobs?
That's-
Damn.
If I knew this was gonna go into gutter talk, Ashley, just
Got them titties.
got them titties though. She's nice.
Are you a butt guy or a boob guy?
I am more of a boob guy.
Okay, see, that's why you chose Katy Perry. Lady Gaga's got a good butt.
Hey, here's the thing.
Nothing against
Beggars like
Can't be
myself
choosers.
cannot be choosers. If Katy Perry or Lady Gaga walked into this room right now and said, either one of us, Grant, you would be so shocked. You'd be like, I think Grant's is going to go home. He's probably
I
not.
think he's just gonna go play with his cat.
Yeah, he's going to opt out.
And like his actual cat, not
not
yeah,
that cat.
not that kind of cat.
Wait,
like an
say,
actual
hold on.
cat.
You said, I want you to say, those titties. Oh,
Okay.
that was.
Them titties though. Most iconic Drake line ever.
Is that a Drake
No,
line?
no. Well, she was sitting down on that big butt, but I was still staring at them titties though.
Good video. Video with over 5 locations nationwide.
Yeah.
This has been How to Become a Terrible Person. 910-557-2871. Ashley Footer on all the social medias. I am at Pomo and Kitsch. If you're listening on iTunes,
Hello.
iHeart,
Hello.
the whatever Android users use.
I don't even know. I don't know that life.
I tried that life. I'm not about
Didn't
that
work
life.
out.
No, it didn't work out. If you're
But
watching
you about that Katy Perry titty line.
about them titties, though. Thank God for that explicit tag. You know?
Saving our butts.
It's
right
really just gonna
now. Sorry, it's saving our asses right now. Wait. Dick.
If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much. And do you have anything you want to say to the kids before we leave, Ashley? That
Stream Epiphany.
Stream Epiphany bar. What was that? It's a new one.
Got it.
Got
Cut
it.
the mic.